Welcome everyone to WWE Wrestling Bros, and we are live here talking, bringing another video to you. It's the first live stream for WWE Wrestling Bros. Basically, this is Canadian Joker here with WWE Wrestling Bros talking about WWE Wrestling. So I'm coming to you straight, hot off the bat, and basically talking to you guys about some revealing revelation news. Basically, also talking about some of the past events that have happened over the past couple of weeks. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So, I'm covering this article, straight off the bat, hot off the press. John Cena. This article was written on May 17th, 2025 on WrestlingHeadlines.com. John Cena is confirmed for 3 upcoming episodes of SmackDown, 11 of his 24 remaining appearances revealed. So you can check this out. I did pin all of these articles that I'm reading. I'm pinning them in the comment section in the description box for everyone to read. So John Cena, we have 11 of his 24 remaining appearances revealed, and so he's revealed when he's going to be having his next appearances. So it says here the last 24 times are now. As the article starts, as the last time is now year-long retirement tour of reigning undisputed WWE champion John Cena continues. He has 24 remaining appearances. Excuse me, before he hangs up his wrestling boots for good and retires from WWE. On Saturday, WWE announced via social media that the future WWE Hall of Fame legend will be appearing on 3 upcoming international episodes of WWE SmackDown as part of the Road to WWE Clash in Paris tour. With those dates locked in, featured below is a look at 11 of the final 24 dates John Cena has in WWE before his retirement at the end of 2025. So here we have the dates. This past week was May 17th. So next week is WWE Saturday night's main event in Tampa, Florida, May 24th. John Cena will be there. May 30th, WWE SmackDown, he'll be there in Knoxville, Tennessee. June 7th, Money in the Bank in Los Angeles, California. John Cena will be in Los Angeles, California. June 9th, WWE Raw, Phoenix, Arizona. He'll be there for that. And for SmackDown in Lexington, Kentucky on June 13th, he will be there. June 20th, June 20th, he'll be there in Grand Rapids, Michigan. August 8th, he'll be there in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. August 15th, he'll be in Dublin, Ireland. August 19th, he'll be in Lyon, France. And August 30th, 31st, he'll be in Paris, France. October 31st, and he's taking a break until October 31st. Well, John Cena will be in Perth, Western Australia. So between the dates of August 31st and October 11th, John Cena will be taking an extended break until his last appearance on October 31st, October 11th. So those are the last dates we have of John Cena's farewell tour from now up until October. That's about a good 3-4 months. So there we have it for John Cena. Now that we have gotten that major piece of information out the way, let's kind of get into some of the other news that I have here, that I have listed for you here. So according to wrestling, as it is known, WWE released 15 wrestlers from its roster spot, and I'm just reading an article from a week ago, from May 3rd, 2025. Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, and several other WWE releases have been confirmed. So, getting to this article from WrestlingHeadlines.com, you can look up this information for yourself. So it says here, several WWE stars have been released from the company. The wave of WWE roster cuts continues, and while some of the previously speculated names remain under contract, several other superstars have now reportedly been released from the company. According to the internal communications circulated within WWE this week, a number of main roster and NXT talents have been let go. Sources indicate that Caden Carter, Katana Chance, Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, and Braun Strowman are among those who have been officially released. Other releases that followed included Cora Jade, Riley Osborne, Eddie Thorpe, Gigi Dolan, Jakara Jackson, Wolfgang, Mark Coffey, Joe Coffey, Oro Mensah, Javier Bernal, Danny Palmer, and Shotzi. Also rumored is Luca Fiona. This news follows a flurry of social media activity earlier this week that had fans buzzing about potential departures. Chelsea Green, Shotzi, and Austin Theory all posted cryptic or emotional updates online, sparking widespread speculation that they too may have been caught in the cuts. However, as of this writing, none of those three have officially been released from the company. It's worth noting that this may not be the end of their releases. Multiple sources suggest that additional names, some yet to be confirmed, may also be part of this latest round of cuts. WWE has not issued a formal statement as of yet, but the situation appears fluid with more updates expected in the coming hours. We will now keep you posted as additional information regarding the latest round of WWE releases continues to surface. For the latest WWE releases and rumored additional talents cuts coming, click here or check out some of the updates following featured directly below. So there you have it, guys. I mean, a number of WWE releases have happened in the past week. Number of stars, wow. Caden Carter, Katana Chance, let go. Dakota Kai cut, Shayna Baszler cut, Braun Strowman, not only them, Cora Jade, Riley Osborne, Eddie Thorpe, Gigi Dolan, Jakara Jackson. I thought those, wow, a number of those stars will be moving up to the WWE roster, but apparently that is not so. But let's just to kind of continue this information. I found that there has been additional news released about why Braun Strowman releasing was kind of surprising, but according to Newsweek.com, it's been reported that WWE Braun Strowman was released for two big reasons, and this article was written on May 9th, 2025, which was about 6 days later. So this was about 8 days ago. That's 9 days ago. Continuing here, it says additional details have surfaced regarding the recent WWE release of former Universal Champion Braun Strowman, shedding more light on the company's decision. In the latest edition of Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer reported that Strowman's departure on May 2nd, 2025 was influenced by more than just general budget considerations. Meltzer stated that specific circumstances were pivotal for Strowman, who is among several talents released by WWE in early May. The report points to a combination of his substantial contract and ongoing concerns about his physical condition following significant injuries. And yes, he did have some significant injuries. After going through that car with I forget the name of the wrestler, but he did suffer an injury from that. But he has been going through having some health issues. So continuing here, there were other reasons in play as well. As Meltzer pointed out, that Strowman's release was said to be a combination of his high salary, and injuries. The newsletter elaborated on how injuries reportedly impacted his in-ring performance. It pointed out how he had not been moving well in the ring since coming back from a major hamstring injury, and one person there noted that he is hurt worse than people realize. Just like how, I just want to make a comment before I continue, Just like how you have hamstring injuries in the NBA playoffs right now. Obviously, hamstring injuries can definitely impede an athlete's performance in the sport. The Golden State Warriors were definitely having a little run in their playoff performance, but their star player Stephen Curry got injured. He had a hamstring injury pull. Um, the other player for the Denver Nuggets, um, forgetting his name right now, but one of the players for the Denver Nuggets also suffered a hamstring injury, and right, he is actually going to play today. The Denver Nuggets are going to play today against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're going to play in a game 7 right now. It's kind of a questionable thing if that player will play, but he may not be starting the game, because if he does play, he could end up putting more pressure on his body and make the injury worse, going through a hamstring injury. So, for Braun Strowman to also have to deal with a hamstring injury is kind of a problem. And, well, it's sad to see that happen. Um, but hopefully he can recover. It takes time to let the injury heal. So that's what he's got to do to, help his body get back into shape. So it says here, Strowman first signed with WWE in 2013, debuted on the main roster in August 2015. He was introduced as the Black Sheep, a monstrous new member of the Wyatt family. And after the 2016 WWE draft, Strowman was separated from the Wyatt family and began a dominant run as a singles competitor on Raw. Dubbed the Monster Among Men, he quickly became known for his incredible feats of strength and his destructive path through the roster. His early singles career featured memorable, hard-hitting feuds with top stars like Roman Reigns, Kane, and The Big Show. These rivalries often included spectacular moments such as Strowman flipping an ambulance with Reigns inside. Strowman achieved significant championship success, including an Intercontinental Championship reign and 2 reigns as the Raw Tag Team Champion. One of his tag team wins was a unique WrestleMania 34 moment where he picked a young fan Nicholas as his partner. His crowning achievement came at WrestleMania 36, where he defeated Goldberg to capture the Universal Championship. Despite the success, Strowman was released from WWE in June 2021 amidst company budget cuts. He made a highly anticipated return to WWE in September 2022. However, his second stint with the company was unfortunately marked by significant injuries, including requiring neck infusion surgery in mid-2013 and the aforementioned major hamstring injury. There are many landing spots for the former WWE star, whether that be New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, or TNA Wrestling. It's possible he does a bunch of independent dates. So there we have it for Braun Strowman. Unfortunate. It's kind of sad though to see him go, because he could definitely do so much more as a as he could definitely contribute more to WWE and become WWE WWE champion. Obviously, he could definitely get a shot to win it again, but fortunately that didn't happen for him. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with Braun Strowman going forward. So this next article, I'm talking about the women's division now. Io Sky actually commented on the release of her friend Dakota Kai, who's also in Damage Control, and Io Sky is in Damage Control. So, I mean, it's so sad to see Damage Control just kind of break down like this, and we haven't seen the group back together, and it's just I was hoping to see more, to see so much more from this group, because I think their run was cut short, just unfortunately cut short for a short period of time, and they were just dominant for a short period of time. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end. So in this article from WrestlingSideNews.com, Io Sky commented on May 3rd, 2025 about the release of Dakota Kai. Io Sky says, Dakota Kai's WWE exit hit hard, but it seems no one is feeling it more than her closest ally, Io Sky. After the news broke out that Dakota Kai was released from her WWE contract, Io Sky poured her heart out on social media. The WWE Women's Champion, took to Twitter on May 3rd and wrote a heartfelt message for her former tag team partner and Damage Control sister. Quote, this is what Io Sky said, quote, "She is so much more sweet, kind, strong, wonderful, and a beautiful woman. My dearest and best friend, I love you. Everyone loves you." She ended a close quote. She ended the tribute by tagging Kai's account and adding heart damage control with heart hashtag damage control. With the tweet included a series of personal photos of the two from their time together in WWE, showing the bond they built in and out of the ring. The emotion in Io Sky's words spoke volumes. This wasn't just the teammates saying goodbye. It was a best friend honoring someone who helped define one of the WWE's most dominant female factions in recent history. Dakota Kai's release marks her second WWE departure. She was previously let go in 2022, only to make a dramatic return at SummerSlam later that year alongside Bayley and Io Sky to form as Damage Control. Together, they helped reshape the women's division, with Kai eventually capturing the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Despite the setback, interest in Dakota Kai's next move is already high. Multiple wrestling agents and promotions have expressed early interest in signing her, but she'll have to sit through WWE's standard 90-day non-compete clause before hitting the ring elsewhere. Fans aren't happy about the release, but it's clear that people who worked with Dakota Kai admired her even more than those who watched her on TV. What do you think about Dakota Kai's departure and Io Sky's message? Should WWE have kept Damage Control together? Drop your thoughts and reactions in the comments. What can you say, guys? It's sad to see this happen. So, in this next article, or this blasted ad is in my way. Technology. What can we do about it, man? So, I guess I posted this in this other website here. Again, in the same article here. This is from Sohu.com. Io Sky honors Dakota Kai, a farewell tour to a beloved friend and colleague. I'm gonna have to skip this because I did read about this, and this looks like it's a bit. I mean, if you guys want to read this article, I did post it in the comments section below because I am moving on to the next part. But basically, both of these articles talk about Io Sky honoring Dakota Kai, and that's unfortunate. Going on to more bad news. Hayden Carter and Katana Chance basically also talk about the release from WWE. So Caitlin Carter breaks her silence following her WWE release. And this is from YahooSports.com, and this article was written May 5th, the same day Io Sky made her tribute to Dakota Kai. The funny, interesting fact: Hayden Carter and Katana Chance beat Damage Control to get the WWE Championship. So, let's just continue. Well, actually, they did. The Damage Control beat Hayden Carter and Katana Chance to get the tag team titles, which is ironic. But let's just continue here. Hayden Carter has commented on her WWE release. Friday evening, Carter and 15 other women, men, and men were released from their WWE contracts. Multiple talents took to social media over the weekend to comment on their releases and future plans. Carter has joined them. Kaden Carter, now going under the name Lacey Lane, took to social media this afternoon to release the following statement said, quotes, Hayden Carter said, quotes, I'm watching on the other side of the barricade at NXT to being in the ring, getting to live my dream. I am beyond thankful to WWE co-workers, coaches, and everyone behind the scenes, and everyone who I was able to share the ring with. This is definitely not the end. And thank you to all the fans who stayed along for the journey. I look forward to see what my future holds. Hayden Carter said, quote unquote. Hayden Carter also titled the statement August 1st, 2015, which is likely when her 90-day non-compete contract will expire. Stay tuned to WrestleZone for more information on this round of WWE releases. Okay, so again, another wrestler has been released, and basically, that's what she has said about her release. So she thanks WWE, she thanks her fans, she thanks everybody, her co-workers, and that's great to see. The last article that I'm going to be covering is talking about an update in regards to a released of WWE wrestler who's already been released, and that is Indi Hardwell, who was released. I already covered Indi Hardwell's release some months ago, and said that she was already released from WWE because she was part of she was with I'm forgetting her name, with Nia Jax. She was I'm forgetting people's names, I'm sorry. But anyway, Indi Hardwell has made her successful debut in TNA. And this is from Athlon Sports. And this article was written May 15th. So you're getting an update on Indi Hardwell. She's left WWE, and now she's in TNA. And she's making her name be known and doing her thing. So it says here, one released WWE superstar has had a successful debut for TNA Wrestling. WWE announces multiple roster cuts yearly. In a recent wave, some performers who have been featured weekly on WWE shows lost their jobs, while those who await the expiration of their non-compete clauses released talent from previous waves are free to sign with any promotion company. So Indi Hardwell was let go by WWE last year in 2024, and she appeared on TNA Rebellion to announce her deal with TNA Wrestling. Indi Hardwell has had her first match for the company on Thursday's episode of TNA Impact. She shared the ring with Kelsey Heather. Hardwell was slapped by Heather early in the match, but that only fired her up. She recorded the pin after hitting her Hertz Donut finishing move on Heather. During a video package featured on the show last week, Heather Hardwell didn't shy away from her intentions. She plans on becoming the TNA Knockouts champion. Her first rivalry on the road to TNA's top female prize remains to be seen. Hardwell brings experience to the TNA roster. The 28-year-old has been plying her craft for almost a decade. She spent nearly half of her career with WWE, even capturing the NXT Women's Championship at one point. Throughout her time with WWE, Hardwell was perhaps best known for her romantic storyline with Dexter Lumis on the NXT brand. The two even had a successful wedding angle, which was a rarity in wrestling. Dexter Lumis, helped Hardwell capture the NXT Women's Championship. Indi Hardwell's title reign lasted 31 days because of her foot injury. She was also drafted to the WWE Raw brand before returning from injury and being sent to SmackDown. So there we go. We got it, guys. I have definitely given you guys all the news that I have to give for today. I can't give any more news for today, but this is the news that I have for everyone to share. I know it's a lot of information that I'm sharing, but I wanted to just kind of give this news to everyone out there about what's going out there in the wrestling world and what's going on with WWE. And of course, I'm covering TNA for the first time for this on this in this channel, but this is the first time that I'm actually covering some information about a released WWE superstar who is making her a successful debut. So, in other news, this is what's going on in the wrestling world. So, I really don't have much else to say for today, but it's a Sunday morning. Gotta enjoy the beautiful Sunday weather. Hope you enjoy it and enjoy the great week that's out there. So, I'll see you guys in the next broadcast, and I hope you have a great week. So, enjoy the rest of the week and the rest of the day.